People love the idea of success, but very few people love the reality of what it actually costs. Everyone wants the outcome, the freedom, the recognition, the money, the respect, but almost no one wants the process that comes before it. And that's the truth about success no one tells you. Success is not designed to feel good while you're building it. It's designed to test how badly you want it when nothing is working, when nobody is clapping, and when you're questioning whether you're even cut out for this in the first place. We grow up hearing stories about overnight success, but what we don't hear about are the years of invisibility. The mornings where you wake up early and stay up late and still feel behind. The seasons where effort doesn't equal results. The moments where you're doing everything right and life still says no. That's the part that breaks most people. Not because they're weak, but because no one prepared them for how lonely and unrewarding the grind can feel at the beginning. Here's something you need to understand early if you want to win long term. Success doesn't come from motivation. Motivation is emotional, and emotions are unreliable. Some days you'll feel driven, most days you won't. The people who succeed are not more motivated than you. They are more committed. They move even when they don't feel like it. They work even when doubt is loud. They understand that consistency beats intensity every single time. Another truth people avoid is that success will expose you before it rewards you. It will bring your insecurities to the surface. It will force you to confront the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you deserve. If you secretly believe you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy enough, the journey will drag those beliefs into the light. And unless you challenge them, they will quietly sabotage everything you try to build. Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They fail because they let their identity stay fixed. They decide too early who they are and what they're capable of. They say things like, "I'm just not a disciplined person," or "I'm not good at business," or "I've never been confident." But success doesn't belong to people with fixed identities. It belongs to people who are willing to evolve, to be bad at something long enough to get good at it, to let go of who they've been so they can become who they need to be. Failure plays a bigger role in success than anyone wants to admit. Not the kind of failure that teaches you once and disappears, but the kind that repeats, the kind that humbles you, the kind that makes you question your path. The truth is, if you're not failing, you're not aiming high enough. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Comfort is. Playing it safe is. Avoiding risk is. The people who win are the ones who are willing to lose repeatedly without losing their belief. And let's be honest, belief isn't some magical feeling that shows up fully formed. Belief is built. It's built by showing up when it's hard, by keeping promises to yourself when no one else is watching, by stacking small wins until your self-trust becomes unshakable. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from action. You don't wait to feel ready, you move and readiness follows. Another thing no one tells you is that success will demand personal responsibility at a level most people aren't comfortable with. At some point, you have to stop blaming your background, your circumstances, your timing, or other people. Not because those things didn't matter, but because focusing on them gives away your power. The moment you accept full responsibility for where you are is the moment you gain control over where you're going. That doesn't mean the journey will be fair. It won't be. Some people will get opportunities faster. Some will start ahead. Some will seem to win with less effort. If you compare your path to theirs, you'll lose focus. Success requires tunnel vision. You versus who you were yesterday, that's the only comparison that matters. The only question worth asking is whether you're making progress, not whether someone else is ahead. There's also a cost to success that people rarely talk about. It will change your relationships. When you grow, not everyone will grow with you. Some people will feel threatened. Some will misunderstand you. Some will accuse you of changing as if growth is a betrayal. You have to be strong enough to let go of approval. If you need everyone to understand your journey, you'll never fully commit to it. Success also requires patience in a world addicted to speed. We live in a culture that wants instant results, instant gratification, instant validation, but real success is slow. It compounds quietly. The work you do today might not pay off for months or years. That delay causes most people to quit too early. They assume nothing is happening, when in reality, everything is happening beneath the surface. Think about it like this: results lag behind effort, always. If you quit because you don't see immediate progress, you're quitting right before the breakthrough. The people who succeed understand that the boring days, the repetitive days, the frustrating days are not obstacle. They are the process. They don't wait for clarity to take action. They take action and let clarity catch up. Another uncomfortable truth is that no one is coming to save you. No perfect mentor, no perfect opportunity, no perfect moment. Waiting to be chosen is a losing strategy. You choose yourself, you build skills, you create value, you become undeniable through work ethic and persistence. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards proof. And proof takes time, proof takes repetition, proof takes humility. You have to be willing to look foolish while learning, willing to ask questions, willing to start small. Pride will keep you stuck longer than failure ever will. The faster you detach your ego from the outcome, the faster you'll grow. Success is also deeply tied to self-awareness. You need to know your strengths, but more importantly, you need to know your weaknesses. Not to judge yourself, but to improve. Growth begins where excuses end. Every weakness you refuse to acknowledge becomes a ceiling you can't break through. Discipline is another truth people romanticize but don't practice. Discipline isn't punishment, it's self-respect. It's choosing what you want most over what you want now. It's setting standards for your behavior and honoring them even when it's inconvenient. Talent opens doors, but discipline keeps them open. And here's something most people don't expect. Success doesn't eliminate problems, it upgrades them. New levels come with new challenges, new pressures, new responsibilities. If you think success will make life easy, you're chasing the wrong thing. What it gives you is the ability to choose your hard, the ability to struggle on your own terms. There will be moments where quitting feels rational, where rest looks like surrender, where doubt sounds intelligent. In those moments, you need to remember why you started. Not the surface reasons, but the deep ones. The reasons tied to who you want to become, not just what you want to have. Success is less about achieving a goal and more about becoming the kind of person who can sustain it. If you don't grow internally, external wins won't satisfy you for long. The real transformation happens when your habits change, your standards rise, and your identity shifts. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. What you do daily matters more than what you dream occasionally. Small actions done consistently will outperform big intentions every time. The truth about success is that it's simple, but not easy. Do the work, learn from failure, take responsibility, stay patient, stay curious, stay relentless, and when it gets hard, don't interpret that as a sign to stop. Interpret it as confirmation that you're doing something that matters. Most people stop one step before momentum kicks in, one decision before discipline becomes automatic, one failure before competence forms. If you can outlast that phase, if you can stay in the game when it's uncomfortable and uncertain, you separate yourself from the majority. Because success doesn't belong to the smartest or the luckiest or the most talented. It belongs to the ones who keep going when the truth gets uncomfortable, when progress is invisible, when doubt is loud, and when the only thing pushing them forward is the quiet decision to not quit today, not tomorrow, not when it hurts, not when it's lonely, not when it would be easier to walk away, but to stay, to build, to learn, to adapt, to become someone who can carry the weight of the life they say they want.